Welcome, brave souls, to a realm cloaked in shadows and echoes of the past. Before we delve into the chilling depths of the haunted hotel room, ensure you're not alone. Subscribe and smash the like button. Brace yourself for a spectral journey where reality and nightmares intertwine. As I stepped into the dimly lit lobby of the old hotel, an eerie sensation washed over me. The air seemed to carry the weight of forgotten secrets, and the flickering candles cast dancing shadows on the faded wallpaper. The receptionist, with hollow eyes, handed me the key to room 13. Dread clung to me like a shroud as I made my way down the creaking corridor. Upon entering room 13, an unsettling draft whispered through the cracks in the ancient walls. The curtains rustled, though the windows were firmly shut. The room felt charged with a presence, an unseen spectator to the unfolding events. I dismissed it as a mere trick of the wind, but a chill settled deep within me. A portrait of a somber figure adorned one wall, its eyes following my every move. The subject's gaze held an otherworldly sorrow that transcended the canvas. As I tried to look away, it felt as if the room itself insisted I acknowledge the silent agony captured in those painted eyes. The antique mirror reflected more than just my own image. Shadows, shapeless and foreboding, lingered at the periphery of the glass. With each passing moment, they seemed to take form, an ethereal dance that sent shivers down my spine. The room held secrets, and the mirror was a gateway to the unknown. In the dead of night, the floorboards outside my room creaked under the weight of unseen footsteps. I hesitated to open the door, fearing what awaited in the desolate corridor. The sound echoed through the empty halls, a spectral rhythm that spoke of a presence lingering just beyond my sight. As the clock struck midnight, a haunting melody echoed through the room. A music box, untouched by human hands, played a mournful tune. The ethereal notes seemed to seep from the walls, carrying with them the essence of a bygone era. The air grew heavy with the weight of untold stories. The candles in the room flickered erratically, casting dancing shadows that contorted into ghostly shapes. The temperature plummeted, and a voice, distant yet distinct, whispered unintelligible words. The flame danced to an otherworldly rhythm, and the room pulsed with a spectral energy. In the mirror, a phantom reflection stared back at me. A figure draped in tattered garments, eyes hollow yet brimming with sorrow. It mimicked my movements, a specter bound to the glass. I recoiled, but the reflection persisted, a silent witness to the haunted history embedded in the room. A cold, unseen hand brushed against mine as I reached for the light switch. I recoiled, heart pounding, but the room remained in darkness. A spectral touch lingered in the air, a gentle caress that spoke of a presence desperate to make its presence known. As the night wore on, the room seemed to resonate with whispers, a chorus of regret, despair, and unfulfilled yearnings. The walls absorbed the echoes of past occupants, each leaving behind an indelible mark of their tortured existence. The very essence of the room echoed with a haunting symphony of lost souls. The draft in the room intensified, carrying with it a bone-chilling cold. No amount of blankets could stave off the pervasive frost that enveloped me. I sensed a lament in the air, a mournful cry that reverberated through the very fabric of the haunted space. In a climactic moment, the room unveiled its darkest secret. Shadows materialized into phantoms, the haunting melody crescendoed, and the unseen hand guided me to the portrait. The figure in the painting wept tears of spectral sorrow, revealing a tale of tragedy that had played out for decades within those haunted walls. As dawn approached, the room fell silent. The candles extinguished, the music box ceased its mournful tune, and the phantom reflection faded. Yet, the room retained an indescribable heaviness, a lingering presence etched into the very fabric of its existence. The haunted hotel room, having shared its spectral tale, awaited the next guest to unravel its chilling mysteries. In the dimly lit corners of an antique shop, I stumbled upon an artifact that would forever alter the course of my life, a vintage typewriter. Its keys, worn with age, seemed to beckon with an otherworldly energy. Little did I know the haunting tale that awaited. As I placed the haunted typewriter on my desk, shadows began to dance with a life of their own. An ethereal whisper, soft yet insistent, echoed through the room. It was as if the very essence of the typewriter yearned to communicate, sharing secrets buried in the ink-stained keys. Late into the night, the sound of tapping keys resonated through the stillness. Intrigued and unnerved, I approached the typewriter. To my disbelief, it was as though an unseen hand was typing a message. The words formed a cryptic narrative, hinting at a tragic tale of love and loss. The typewriter became a conduit for a ghostly presence, a soul trapped between realms. Each keystroke unfolded a symphony of emotions, unveiling a love story severed by tragedy. The air became heavy with the lingering sorrow of a spirit desperate to complete its unfinished tale. Beside the haunted typewriter, an inkwell materialized, untouched by mortal hands. The ink seemed to possess a life of its own, shaping words that mirrored the phantom typist's longing. I became a scribe for a spectral storyteller, caught between the worlds of the living and the dead. Driven by an unrelenting curiosity, I initiated a midnight seance, inviting the ghostly presence to communicate. The room crackled with energy as the typewriter clacked with purpose. The spirit's tale unfolded with a haunting melody, drawing me deeper into a narrative woven with strands of sorrow. The typewriter became a portal, bridging the gap between the mundane and the ethereal. As the ghostly typist poured its heart into the keys, the room transformed. I stood at the threshold of a realm where emotions transcended time and the boundaries of life and death blurred. In the ghostly glow, ink-stained memories materialized. I witnessed the ill-fated love story, a romance marred by betrayal and a promise broken in the cruelest of ways. The typewriter became a vessel for the spirits to rewrite their history, seeking redemption through the written word. With each passing night, the haunting melancholy of the typewriter's song seeped into my very soul. I felt the weight of the spirit's emotions, a sorrowful burden that transcended the boundaries of the supernatural. The typewriter had become a conduit for shared grief. As the typewriter etched the final chapters of the ghostly saga, the veil between our worlds began to unravel. The room pulsed with an otherworldly energy, and I found myself standing on the precipice of a transcendent journey where the living and the dead coexisted. In a climactic crescendo, the typewriter's keys fell silent. The ghostly presence, having bared its soul through the written word, found solace. The room returned to a hushed stillness, and I was left with a profound sense of having participated in a spectral farewell. Though the typewriter rested in quietude, the echoes of the haunted tale lingered. The ink-stained memories left an indelible mark on my consciousness. The typewriter, once a harbinger of ghostly whispers, now stood as a silent witness to a love story that transcended the boundaries of life and death. As dawn broke, the haunted typewriter retained its enigmatic aura. The room, once charged with spectral energy, settled into a tranquil stillness. The artifact had shared its haunting narrative, and I, forever changed, marveled at the profound connection forged between the living and the departed. As I entered the dimly lit hall of the prestigious art auction, my eyes were drawn to an enigmatic painting shrouded in mystery. The canvas exuded an aura of malevolence, yet its beauty was undeniable. The auctioneer's voice echoed, announcing the arrival of the cursed painting. The artist, a reclusive figure known for dabbling in the occult, had crafted this masterpiece. The scene depicted seemed innocuous at first, a serene landscape, but an unsettling energy emanated from the canvas. As the bids escalated, a sense of foreboding settled upon the room. Upon winning the auction, the painting became an ominous presence in my home. Its gaze seemed to follow me, and the landscape shifted subtly. Whispers echoed through the halls, and I felt the brushstrokes held a sinister power, possessing anyone who dared to gaze upon them for too long. Late one night, drawn by an otherworldly compulsion, I found myself standing before the painting. It revealed secrets of long-forgotten rituals, shadowy figures, and a history steeped in malevolence. The room plunged into an unnatural chill, and the painting's curse began to weave its tendrils into my life. A portrait within the painting seemed alive, an apparition with hollow eyes. It beckoned, and I, unable to resist, touched the canvas. In that moment, a connection formed, and the room transformed. I stood in the eerie landscape, a mere specter in the cursed painting's dark narrative. The haunted canvas whispered forbidden knowledge, secrets of the afterlife, ancient pacts, and unspeakable horrors. The room echoed with ghostly whispers as the boundaries between the painting and reality blurred. I was entangled in a realm where the line between the living and the dead was indistinguishable. The painting's malevolence manifested, tormenting me with ghastly visions. Shadows danced upon the walls, and ghostly apparitions emerged from the canvas. The cursed landscape pulsated with an ethereal energy, threatening to consume my sanity. As the days passed, I spiraled into madness. The cursed painting exerted its influence, distorting my perception of reality. I struggled to discern between the waking world and the ominous dreams it induced. The boundary between the curse and my existence became increasingly nebulous. In a desperate attempt to break free, I delved into the painting's history. It revealed a sinister summoning ritual performed by the artist, intertwining the souls of those who possessed the cursed masterpiece. The chilling realization dawned that I was merely a vessel for the spirits trapped within the haunted canvas. A gateway to an abyssal realm opened within the painting. Unseen forces dragged me closer to the spectral vortex, threatening to consume my soul. The room resonated with anguished cries as I teetered on the precipice of an otherworldly descent. In a climactic confrontation, I faced the malevolence within the painting. The haunted landscape transformed into a nightmarish hellscape. The apparitions coalesced into a spectral figure, the artist's tortured soul seeking release from the cursed masterpiece. With a surge of courage, I confronted the artist's spirit, unraveling the layers of the curse. The painting, now drained of its malevolence, became a mere canvas once more. The haunted whispers ceased, and the room returned to an eerie calm. As dawn broke, the cursed painting hung in silence. The haunting ordeal left an indelible mark on my soul. The echoes of forbidden whispers lingered, a chilling reminder of the malevolence that had briefly taken residence in my life. As we bid adieu to the haunted canvas and the malevolent mysteries it beholds, remember to subscribe and give that like button a spectral tap. Let the spirits of approval guide you through the haunted realms we explore. Until next time, may the shadows linger in your dreams and the echoes of horror resonate in your soul. Stay haunted, my friends.